lo que sucede en nuestra comunidad. Que pasen un excelente viernes y nos vemos aquí el día de mañana.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, and welcome to your February 7th edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm your in-studio host, Julio Garcia, joining you for the next hour. Coming up on today's show, we're going to be speaking with the Girl Scouts of Colorado, who are sharing some exciting news regarding their cookie program. We're also going to be speaking with mental health advocate Gretchen Schozer, who shares her journey ending the stigma surrounding mental health and non-traditional therapy methods and their benefits. We're also going to be checking in with our friends at Eyepieces of Vail with the latest on gear for your outdoor mountain adventures. And of course, it's Friday, so we're going to be chatting with our friends at the Eagle Valley Library District with some of their updates. So if you're just starting out your morning, grab your cup of coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy as we kick off this Friday edition of Good Morning Vail.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
This weather report is sponsored by Grand Hyatt Vail. Escape the cold and embrace the après-ski vibes at the Grand Hyatt Spa, where you'll find tranquility rooted in traditional alpine wellness.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center. Let's kick things off this morning looking at your local weather forecast. First thing this morning, 8 a.m., 38 degrees. We're reaching that high of 48 for today with those partly cloudy skies and wind activity coming in west to southwest, 15 to 25 miles per hour. Now, as we take a look at those hourly temperatures and conditions, temperatures sticking in around the mid to high 40s. At noon, we're reaching those 47 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Similar conditions maintained through 4 p.m. this afternoon. And then by 8 p.m., we drop a little bit down to those low 40s with that temperature of 42 degrees and those mostly cloudy skies. Now, taking a look at that I-70 corridor for the temperatures today, our friends in Eagle, 54 degrees with those partly cloudy skies. Avon with those 50 degrees, and then Vail dropping a little bit low to those 48 degrees. Our friends in Denver are having a warm day today with sunny skies and a high of 65. Now, taking a look at those conditions for tonight, we do have some snow on the forecast. That 90% chance for some snow tonight, the low of 28 degrees, and that sunset is going to be coming in at 5:33 p.m. Again, that wind activity west 15 to 25 miles per hour for tonight. So it is going to be a windy one and some snow for tonight, which we love to hear. Now, taking a look at that extended forecast, as we mentioned, for tomorrow, snow continuing through the weekend with that 60% chance of some scattered snow, high of 36 and a low of 23. Coming in on Sunday, partly cloudy skies, a high of 34, low of 19. That 20% chance for some snow remains through Monday as well, as we can see, with those partly cloudy skies continuing, high of 35 and a low of 21 for Monday. Now, Tuesday is when we can see some of that snow coming in again with some 50% chance of snow showers, the high dropping to 28 and a low of 13 for Tuesday. Now, Wednesday, as we can see again, some partly cloudy skies with some chance for some precipitation as well, the high of 24 and the low of 12 looking into Wednesday of next week. Let's take a look at that snow report, starting with Beaver Creek. 24 lifts are currently open, 174 trails, and again, we're sticking with that 98% of terrain currently open over at Beaver Creek. Lift hours operating from 8:30 in the morning up to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. As we take a look at some of those snow conditions, no new snow over the last 24 or 48 hours. However, as we just saw, we are expecting some snow over the next few days. A season total of 142 inches and the base depth of 41. Now, as we take a look at conditions over in Vail Mountain, 31 lifts are currently open, 274 trails, and similar to Beaver Creek, 98% of terrain is currently open over at Beaver Creek. Lift hours in Vail, 8:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon. And again, no new snow over the last 48 hours in Vail. However, we do have that season total of 169 inches and that base depth of 48. Up next, we're going to take a look at the lens of the day. So let's check it out.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar.
I love to hear that jingle because I love getting to nerd out about some great technology that can help you out there on the mountain. Now, right here, I've got the Dragon PXV goggle. This is a large fit goggle, so it's going to give you some great peripheral vision on the side of your face as that lens is nice and wide. This also comes with a very magical lens in it because this is a Luma lens, which means it's a photochromatic lens. So as you're out there enjoying the mountain, this lens will get darker. It is a light rose color now, but as that sun's making its way out, that lens will kind of shift colors and help you so that you can see better, so you can ski or snowboard better on the mountain. Now, if you are interested in getting your hands on this goggle, well, then make sure that you stop by any one of the great eyepiece locations here in our community, and that way you can bring home a photochromatic lens. That way you have a one-stop shop. You don't have to change your goggle lens too frequently, and you can just enjoy skiing or riding up there on the mountain. We want to thank Eyepieces of Vail for bringing you this Lens of the Day report. Make sure that you stop by if you have any vision needs. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
Where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces.
Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
TVA Vail is proud to announce the Wacky Winter Reading Program. We're asking children of all ages, K and even the teenagers going up to 12th grade, read 10 books or 1,000 pages by April 30th, 2025. You can find all the details on our website, tva-vail.com. Thank you to our sponsor, the lovely Eagle Valley Library District, where you can go pick up your book and have a great time. Have a great winter from your friends at TVA Vail.
Daily Flash.
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun. Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Now, we've got some very exciting news because Girl Scout cookies are now on sale through our state of Colorado through March 16th. And to tell us a little bit more information about these exciting news, as well as some other information about this amazing organization that helps young women throughout our country, we have CEO of Girl Scouts of Colorado, Leanna Clark, joining us this morning alongside Kensley, who is a Girl Scout junior. Ladies, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us. Good morning.
I'm very excited to be speaking to you both about the cookies that we all love, Girl Scout cookies, but also more about Girl Scouts of Colorado, the amazing work that you all do, and how you continue supporting young girls in our state and across the country. So, Leanna, I want to start off with you. If you could please give us an overview of Girl Scouts of Colorado and kind of the overall work that you all do as an organization.
Yes, of course. This is the time of year we're most visible because the girls are out and about selling cookies.
Yes.
But Girl Scouts happens every day of the year. And girls like Kensley are going on amazing outdoor adventures. They're going to summer camp. They're experimenting with STEM, learning new things, trying new things, taking risks, all the lessons that are going to make them great leaders in the future. And along the way, they're making lifelong friends and just having a ton of fun. So we're really all about leadership development for girls, where they learn by doing, surrounded by the safety of other girls and under the guidance of a supportive adult. So it's really about making these girls the future leaders.
Definitely, the girls are the future leaders of our country through, as you mentioned, leadership skills, connection with other girls, but also having fun and getting out there and connecting and trying all sorts of new things. I know Kensley is joining us this morning as well. Kensley, I want to ask you, how long have you been involved with Girl Scouts and what's been your favorite part so far?
Since I was 5 and I'm 10 now, so 6 years.
Okay, so you've been in the program for a while. And what would you say is your favorite part? Maybe a favorite memory, a favorite activity that you've done through Girl Scouts, anything that is very memorable to you?
I love cookie season.
And I see you are those all the cookies behind you right there?
Yeah.
I love that. What would you say is your favorite cookie? Do you have a favorite, Kensley?
I think my favorite is Samoa's.
Samoa's? I'm with you on that one. I'm a big fan of the Samoa's as well. Now, Leanna, Girl Scout cookies are now on sale, as we mentioned, and that's a big part. Like you said, it's when Girl Scouts maybe are more visible in our communities. But Girl Scouts are more than just that. You mentioned some of the leadership skills and stuff like that. Specifically with the cookie program, Girl Scouts are also learning entrepreneurship skills, leadership skills. Tell me a little bit about what they learned through the cookie program.
Yes, I mean, we all love the cookies. Of course, they're delicious, but the most important thing about the cookie program is what the girls learn through the process of selling cookies, because they really are running their own small business. They are doing goal setting. They set a goal for how many packages they want to sell, decision making when they're managing that booth, people skills and presentation skills. They're talking to hundreds of adults that they haven't met before who are coming up to them at their cookie booths. Money management, they're making change. Even business ethics and digital marketing, because these days they're building their own websites. So all of that, helping them get that first taste of being a small business owner. So I'd like to encourage folks, when you go up to a booth and talk to a girl, ask her what her goals are. Try to bring cash so that she can make change. Ask her what she's saving money for. The girls earn money to do amazing things like outdoor adventures and service projects. And it's just an incredible learning experience for them.
Yeah, and I think having those entrepreneurship skills, connecting with people are skills that are going to be valuable for the rest of their lives as they continue on their journeys and whatever they end up doing. I think those are life skills that are super valuable. Kensley, what are your goals? Leanna mentioned all the Girl Scouts set goals for how many cookies they want to sell, how many packages. What are your goals for this year?
I always try to get more than I got last year.
Okay.
This year, I want to get 25 to 2,600 boxes.
25 to 2,600 boxes. That's quite amazing. That's a lot of cookies. And I love that you always try to, beat last year's numbers and try to every year improve and make more sales. That's quite impressive, Kensley. Do you like being out in the stores? Do you like talking to your customers? Tell me a little bit about what that's like for you.
All of it. I like meeting new people.
Yeah.
And I have lots of customers now. They all know me.
Yeah, that's awesome. We all love the Girl Scouts cookies. I personally love when I see a booth out at one of our local stores and coming out and support. I think it's it's really cool to see these young girls running their business, essentially, Liana. Now, Liana, do you have a favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, that's tough. I would have said the trefoils. They are wonderful in the morning with coffee. But then I can eat an entire package of s'mores if you
Yes.
put it in front of me.
Yes.
So I love those. This is the last year for the s'mores.
Right.
So stock up. And the best way to find a Girl Scout like Kensley is to go to our website. There's a cookie finder. You can put in your zip code and you'll see the booths around you. In the mountain communities, they're mostly at city markets. And then if you know a Girl Scout, she can even send you a link to her own personal website that you can click on and order cookies that way.
Awesome. Lots of ways to support the Girl Scouts, whether you see a booth out at your local grocery store or by visiting the website, or maybe if you know a Girl Scout personally. As Liana mentioned, they do have that link that they can provide to you so you can support. Liana, you mentioned some of the activities that this money goes to. Can you give us a little bit more details? Once these funds are collected, what do the Girl Scouts use the money for?
Sure. Last year, Girl Scouts across the state of Colorado, we have about 15,000 girls. They raised about $2 million that went to
Wow.
them and their troops. And I was driving around and going to booths last weekend. I met a troop that is saving money through their cookie sales to do a service project for refugee kids.
Wow.
I met another troop that is going on an outdoor adventure in Belize with zip lining. A lot of times girls save their funds to go to summer camp and to do other types of service projects or to work on their highest awards, which are honors that they can earn in Girl Scouting. And I'd be curious what Kensley is saving money for, but those are the types of things, and all those dollars stay right here in Colorado and keep fueling the Girl Scout mission.
Yeah, I love that you continue to support young local girls here in the state of Colorado. We're out of time, ladies, but thank you so much for joining us this morning and sharing with us a little bit about the cookie program and the amazing work that Girl Scouts of Colorado does. Thank you, Liana. Thank you, Kensley. And it's been a pleasure getting to know you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you both. Girl Scout cookies now on sale, everybody. Visit your local booth or the website girlscoutsofcolorado.org/cookies for more information. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back with more of the show after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Discover the perfect blend of style and performance in your eyewear at Eyepieces. With convenient locations in Vail Village, Lions Head, Beaver Creek, Edwards, Basalt, and Snowmass, Eyepieces is the destination for luxury eyewear and high-performance optics. From iconic brands to the latest in sport frames and snow goggles, we have the eyewear to match your mountain lifestyle. Plus, we offer prescription lens services, including eye exams, custom lenses, and prescription goggles for your mountain adventures. Visit us today to experience the art of vision. Eyepieces, serving the Vail Valley's vision needs for over 40 years.
Good morning, Vail.
We are back with more here on Good Morning Vail, and our next guest is here to talk to us about a very important topic, which is mental health. She is a mental health advocate, podcast host, amongst other things, and it's a pleasure for me to introduce you all to Gretchen Schoser. Gretchen, thank you so much for joining us this morning. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. Thanks for asking.
I'm excited to chat with you today about all your work, your podcast, and really your efforts in trying to normalize mental health conversations and really shed a light in this important topic, because reality is a lot of us struggle most of the time, and we need to be talking about this more, right? So I want to dive in and talk about your work. I know you have a personal story with the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Can you tell us about a little bit about how this experience maybe shaped your mission as a mental health advocate?
For sure. So on Christmas Day 2022, I wanted to take my life. Thank God for a glimmer of hope and the fact that 988 was available. I contacted 988, and the lady on the other end of the line was the most compassionate person I've ever spoken to in my life. She actually talked me off the ledge. And because of that incident, we wanted to normalize how we talk about mental health.
Right.
I am 100% an extrovert. Nobody knew how depressed I was. Nobody. My wife didn't know, my friends, my family, my coworkers, nobody knew. And so the day after the incident, I reached out onto social media to let my friends and family kind of know what was going on, because I'd kind of like checked out. And I had about 200 people reach out and say thank you.
Wow.
Because now they didn't feel so terrified and so alone in their own journey. And so our podcast was really born out of a very dark place in my life, and I turned my pain into purpose. We started our podcast on February 14th, 2023. To date, we have over 1 million downloads.
Wow.
And we're listened to in over 60 countries. And truly the premise of the podcast is to normalize how we talk about mental health.
Yeah.
Every time somebody shares their journey, it unlocks the keys to somebody else's prison. So the more we share and the more we talk about it, the more normalized it becomes. And, over like the last, 2 years, I've seen a lot more people talking about it. Like if you go out onto LinkedIn now, you'll see more talk about mental health.
Yes.
You'll see it being talked about more in workplaces. And we want to expand that out, just letting people know that it's okay to talk about it, right? Like even for me, it was really hard.
Yeah.
I'm 60 years old. Well, I was 59 at the time. But, we've been all taught, in our generation that you don't talk about mental health. But that's wrong, because we do need to talk about it, and we need to, open up. And if it's not talking to a friend or a coworker or your spouse, reach out to a therapist. They're a third party that can just listen to you, and they don't give you any feedback.
Yeah.
It's been quite a journey. I've had my ups and downs with it, but now I have better tools to deal with depression and moving on from one day to the next. The cool thing with the podcast is, like, we didn't think anybody was going to listen to us, right? We were like, we'll do 3 episodes, we'll be done. Now we are booked with guests until October of this year.
Wow.
And we've had more and more people reach out and just really want to share their journey.
Yeah.
And, help others that are out there struggling. Because the thing is, you go out to Google and you type in mental health, well, you get back a whole bunch of resources that aren't really super helpful to you. But, with our podcast, we've had all sorts of different people, like just normal people. We haven't had any celebrities on there. We've had like book authors and, parents with kids with immune disorders. And I love what we're doing, and I love how we're changing the world.
You are changing the world, Gretchen. First of all, congratulations on over 1 million downloads. People listening in from over 60 countries. That's huge. You are touching so many lives through your work, through your story. And I love that you mentioned turning pain into purpose. I think your work and your story really, really talks about that. Turning those challenges, turning those setbacks and those dark moments and fueling that into finding our purpose, which is exactly what you are doing. And I love that you mentioned normalizing mental health conversations. Now, I want to ask you, what steps can we take as individuals, as community members, to create kind of these more open spaces, more open dialogue? What can we do in our day-to-days to start normalizing these conversations?
One of the things you can do is just offer a safe space,
Yeah.
right? And when I say safe space, I mean, don't criticize. Be there to listen.
Right.
Because a lot of times we just need somebody to hear us out. For me, the problem I had is when it was all going down, I couldn't find my voice or my footing. I didn't quite understand what was going on within me. But, just having those conversations, if you have a friend that is extroverted, like I said, we hide our depression very well.
Right.
Ask more probing questions, right? If we just keep coming back and saying, hey, I'm living the dream. Okay, so what kind of dream are you living, right? Because the more probing the question, the more it makes us talk about what's really going on and not hiding behind that shield of extrovertism.
Right.
The other thing you can do as like a community is, ensure that people know that 988 is out there. It is free. It's anonymous. It's an amazing organization that is there just to help you. And it doesn't have to be about suicide. It can be about anything, any type of issue that you're going through. Other resources out there are the helphub.co. Breaks it down by, nationality, by whatever type of issue that you're kind of going through.
Right.
But as a society, we just need to learn how to listen more. Listen with your ears. Like, don't listen with your eyes, listen with your ears, because we need to hear people out, but we also need to make sure that they feel safe coming to you, right?
Yeah.
And there's no repercussions. And one of the things that we're finding is that a lot of companies have EAP programs, but employees are afraid to call those EAP programs because they don't want their workers or their employer to know that they're having a mental issue. Make it safe for them. And it could be as simple as going for a cup of coffee or picking up the phone and calling them, checking in on your friends, right? It takes 2 seconds. And just be empathetic. I mean, it costs nothing to be empathetic, and it costs nothing to be kind, because you actually have no idea what's going on in somebody's life. Even though we all put on this great face like everything is amazing.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, we are not amazing.
And you're definitely right. A lot of the times we run into people, we run into friends, and we don't really know what they may be going through because they put on a smile and we go on about our days. But it really is important to create these safe spaces, to listen, to ask questions, and to simply check in, maybe a message, hey, how are you doing? Let's grab coffee. So those are actionable steps that I love that you share with us, Gretchen, that we can take to start creating some of these dialogues and these open conversations surrounding mental health. I want to ask you about non-traditional therapy methods, because I know you work a little bit around this topic. Can you maybe mention one or two and what that looks like when we speak about non-traditional therapy methods?
Oh, for sure. So there are a bazillion non-traditional therapy methods out there, right? If you don't feel comfortable sitting on the couch and talking to somebody, you can try EFT, which is tapping. There's energy therapy, art therapy. Or like if you're creative, just start drawing.
Yeah.
Play with things with your hands. There's nature therapy, getting out and enjoying, the forest or the beach. The other kind of therapies that are out there are, it's at the tip of my tongue, besides EFT and energy. Art therapy, there's like a bazillion different therapies out there, right?
Lots of things that we can do.
Lots of things you can do. Yeah. And you can also, like, if you want to do like traditional therapy, speed date your therapist, right? You may not be happy with the first therapist that you have. For me, I had to go through 3 before I found the one that I wanted, that really like heard me. But there's nothing wrong with speed dating your therapist. Nothing.
Gretchen, thank you so much for speaking with us today, shedding a little bit of light into the importance of mental health and speaking about these issues. I appreciate your knowledge, your insight, and your time with us this morning. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome, and you have a great day.
You as well. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more of the show after this. Stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello. My name is Jeffrey Morgan. I'm with Ron Byrne & Associates. And today I'd like to welcome you to Mine House and Mi Casa, a premier bed and breakfast right here at the base of Beaver Creek Mountain. Let's go inside.
This property is currently being run as a bed and breakfast with 20 bedrooms, all with ensuite bathrooms. Right now we are standing in Mi Casa, and next door we also have Mine House. A wonderful opportunity to own a turnkey hospitality business, but it's also an opportunity to own it as a private residence. It can be sold all as one or in individual pieces, however you choose.
So now that we've had a chance to show you these two amazing properties, Mi Casa and Mine House,
we would love the opportunity to show you in person. Give us a call.
Coming at you from around the world. The biggest names in sports, entertainment, and business.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way.
Exclusive access and one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, you guys really did some deep research.
I don't think we should give him any more information.
In depth with Graham Bensinger.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
We are back here at the TV8 Weather Center taking another look at your local weather forecast for this morning. At 8 a.m. we were looking at those 38 degrees with a high today of 48 and partly cloudy skies. Those winds 15 to 25 miles an hour throughout the day. As we look at those hourly temperatures, sticking in the upper 40s for most of the day and then dropping to the low 40s for 8 p.m. this afternoon, this evening. Let's take a look at those conditions over the I-70 corridor with our friends down in Eagle at 54 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Avon 50 degrees for today, and then Vail dropping to 48 with those partly cloudy skies. Again, now our friends in Denver, as we mentioned earlier, sunny skies and 65 degrees. A lovely day down in Denver. As we look at those conditions for tonight, we do have some chance for some snow at 90%, low of 28, and sunset at 5:33. Sorry, and then those winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour continuing for tonight. As we take a look at those extended forecasts for the next 5 days, tomorrow 60% chance for some scattered snow. High of 36 and a low of 23. Sunday, that 20% remains of some snow with partly cloudy skies, a high of 34 and low of 19. And then Monday, high of 35, low 21. Those partly cloudy skies remain. Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we do have some snow on the way with 50% chance for some snow showers on Tuesday, a high of 28, a low of 13. Continuing on to Wednesday with partly cloudy skies, a high of 24 and a low of 12. So fingers crossed for some new snow in our forecast over the next few days. Up next, we're going to check out our friends at Eyepieces of Vail with your latest in gear for your outdoor mountain adventures.
Are you looking for a great pair of glasses or goggles? Well, Tyler Moore is the expert, and we love coming in to chat with him because he's always got an array to share with us. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Maddie. How are we doing today?
I'm so wonderful. I'm excited to learn about everything that you've got going here because Eyepieces of Vail is really the key place for any vision needs.
It's so fun. We love to kind of consider ourselves like the one-stop shop for any of your optical needs, or, you know, I always tell people anything kind of from the neck up is like our expertise and where we really shine and can help you out, not only with, you know, sunglasses, but like prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, prescription goggles, doctor services, like literally the list just goes on and on.
Yeah, the services are immense because there are so many different options. And so we're both in our nice prescription glasses here. Thanks, Dr. G. Shout out to him. So I think that maybe we should start with, let's talk about helmets. Keeping your head safe.
Keeping your head safe. A really big one, especially for out here and our resort stores. Everyone loves to go have fun, but you know, with that fun, obviously comes some inherent risk in the sport that we'd love to do, skiing, snowboarding, you know, anything like that, snowmobiling. So to me, you know, essential item, good helmet, protects your head, keeps you safe on the mountain. And one thing that a lot of people don't realize with the helmets is they actually do have a time limit. You are not really supposed to be using them past a certain age, and that age is about 5 to 7 years. If you're on the cusp and you don't know how old your helmet is, bring it in, and I can tell you the exact date it was actually manufactured. And then we can, find you something newer, safer, better, something that's actually going to protect your head in terms of if you do have something go wrong on the slopes.
Well, just like everything, it has new technology. It's always evolving, and so it's important that you have that new technology because it does keep you that much safer out there.
Exactly. In that 5 to 7 year time frame, the technology gets better, the materials get better. So even, if the helmet still hasn't been in an accident, it still is just aging. And a new helmet with new tech is just going to keep you better, happier, and safer while you're out there. So yeah, there's a lot of great options, and none of our helmets are bad helmets. So you can't really go wrong. But if you come in, we can help you get fitted perfectly.
And the best time to buy a new pair of goggles is here. I'll put this back over here for you. Is after you have bought your new helmet. That way you've got seamless compatibility, and that's where you, as the expert, will come in, make sure you've got the most comfortable, most seamless fit possible.
Correct. Yeah, helmet goggle integration and compatibility is a huge thing. We don't want you getting a little brain freeze here. We want everything to work as a system, keep you comfortable, keep you warm, and just give you the best optics out there. I know a lot lately, it's been great to have the snow, but with that snow also comes flat light. It kind of can make it a little bit of a dangerous condition to be out there. And we really believe that our selection of goggles can help you see better so that you can ski better.
Which I think is really important. And so we've got an array of goggles here in front of us. Now, every goggle company has its own technology in the lenses, which is fascinating because then you pick the one that works best for you. So let's kick off talking about the Smith here.
Awesome. Yeah, Smith is going to be our pretty much, number one goggle brand. Everyone knows Smith. They've been in the game for so long. This is their new 4D Mag XL this year. It's a new bigger size of their most popular goggle, the 4D Mag. Features this awesome technology called bird's eye view. It's this curvature down towards the bottom of the lens. And what this curvature is designed to do is actually open up your field of vision substantially without the goggle itself having to continue just being bigger, and bigger. Super easy to swap in and out. Comes with 2 lenses, 2 little switches, pops right off. Going back in, it's the exact same. Just put it on, lock it down, and you're good to go.
And this is something that you can do on the chairlift because if you're someone who's like me, you're a little clumsy, you take some nice diggers skiing, this is a great one because your goggle lens is locked in.
Correct. Your goggle lens is locked in, so you are less likely to lose it in the event of, something going horribly wrong.
A tip over.
Yeah, a tip over. But even if you do take a tip over, get some snow in it, it's easy just to take it off, swap the lens into the other one, get you nice and dry. Or, if you are having fogging issues and you have that other lens on you, you're able to just immediately get that gone and swap to the next one, and you're on your way happy as can be.
Or that wonderful Colorado mountain weather where we're going to start our morning off with snowfall and then we're going to end our day with some beautiful sunshine. So Oakley has recently upgraded their technology too.
Correct. This is the new Line Miner Pro Series, comes in an M and an L. This is a really unique goggle. It's actually a single fused lens. So most goggles are a dual lens. There's a back inside lens and a front outside lens. Oakley kind of smushed those two together and permanently fused them in. So you still have your anti-fog coating on the inside, a little different material for the anti-fog properties, your hard coat on the outside. This goggle actually gives one of the best definition optics out there due to that single vision lens. So this is a really cool new goggle and technology from Oakley that we're seeing, and it's their first magnetic swap as well too. So that's really exciting to see them kind of up their game, get in there. And it has the ease of interchangeability, just like the rest of everything we carry pretty much.
Which makes it so nice, especially for those people who are worried out there as they're seeing or skiing so they can see. Now, you've got one here. This one's incredible because you have the option to put your prescription in it. So if you're someone who maybe doesn't want to wear those contacts, you don't want to have dry eyes all day, this is a great alternative.
Correct. In fact, we can put a prescription in any goggle, but this goggle in particular, I am really geeking out on. This is such a unique offering. At Eyepieces, we literally scour the entire earth for the coolest eyewear. And this one comes out of Italy. It's a brand called Out Of, and it's actually a really unique technology called electrochromic. So instead of using UV to transition the lens lighter to darker like most standard photochromatic goggles do, this uses a solar cell with electricity. And it's hard to show on camera, but this gets lighter and darker and everything in between within a 1/10 of a second. Wow. When sunlight hits that little solar cell right there. Super unique technology. And as far as I know, I'm the only person in the US that has actually scoured this and imported it for our customers.
Which is incredible because then you have that prescription in there. You're not worried about your eyes. You're not worried about crushing your glasses on those OTGs. It makes everything. This is a one-stop shop goggle, just like you guys are a one-stop shop storefront.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you actually hand me that little thing right there behind, this is probably the easiest way we do a prescription for people. It literally just clips in like that into any goggles. If you already have a set of goggles, we can put it in there. If you're needing a new goggle, you can buy a new goggle when you get this system. It's just one of the few systems that we have for prescription goggles, which is a really cool part of my job. I really enjoy letting people be able to see and perform their best out on the mountain.
Which I think is really important because then it keeps everyone safe. Now, we're talking a lot about prescriptions right now. Let's talk about some of the services you guys offer because it's so incredible. It's so easy. If someone has their prescription ahead of time, they can call and order goggles so they're ready when they get here. Or if they're worried that their prescription has maybe changed, Dr. G is one of my favorites.
Dr. G is great to work with. He comes in pretty much every Tuesday, Thursday. He starts in Edwards in the morning, and then around 3 p.m. he'll come over to Vail through the evening. So if you're in town, the hustle and bustle of life has just kind of stopped you from getting a new prescription. We're really flexible at times. It's super easy. Typically takes about 30 minutes. Just give us a call. We can get you slotted in. You're on vacation here. You have some time to kind of catch up on life duties and everything. And then while you do that, you can immediately go shopping at like one of the world's best selection of glasses right after you see Dr. G.
Which is really important. And then if you're in a hurry, you need that prescription quick. Sometimes you can do them day of, sometimes it's within 24 hours. So you're getting your hands on that prescription as quickly as possible.
Correct. Yes. We understand that a lot of people don't live here. Time is a lot of times of the essence. But even if we can't get it to you while you're here, our turnaround times are very fast, and then we can just ship it to you. We ship worldwide. It's something we're very accustomed to doing. So, I would love to just say, shop with confidence. We can get you exactly what you want, and we can have a lot of fun customizing all these like prescriptions and colors and sunglasses. There's so many options. It really is a cool process to go through.
We are so running out of time, but there's so many great locations for people to come and enjoy all of the amenities. So where are you guys located, and what are the hours of operation so people can come see you guys?
For sure. Most of our stores right now are running 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We're up here at Bridge Street next to Gondola 1. We're here at 8:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. We have Village Center across from Solaris, Eyepieces Sport out over at the Sonnen Out building, Lion's Head at the Arabelle, Beaver Creek up in the Village, Edwards down at Edwards Corner, and then if you find yourself over in Roaring Fork Valley, we have a couple locations over there as well.
Whew, that's a mouthful. That was a lot, but there's so many great places for people to go shopping and take care of their eyepieces needs. Tyler, thank you so much for meeting us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Make sure that you stop by any one of the great Eyepieces locations. That way you can get your hands on the best technology that they have in the market, and you can get some very cute fashion-forward glasses. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so don't go anywhere.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
The season starts when Nate Dogg, Trailer Tom, and friends have started the season at Farley.
There it is, the white ribbon of living.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And on that very first chair, two very familiar faces who've been in line for 2 days.
My name is Nate Dogg, N-A-T-E, D-O-G-G-G-G.
My name is Trailer Tom.
Nate Nadler and Tom Miller live nearby.
I feared nothing but not getting first chair.
Second chair nightmare.
Yeah, second chair nightmare.
My goal is to continue to fight for this first chair as long as I'm physically able. First chair coming at us one more year.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. It is Friday, and you know what that means. Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District is joining us, giving us some wonderful updates about everything happening at the Eagle Valley Library District. Tegan, happy Friday. Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Always a pleasure to see you
Yes,
and
thank
learn
you.
about all the things that you've got going on
Yeah.
at the Eagle Valley Library District. You've got an array of books in display
yes,
for us
I
today,
did
so
bring
tell us a
things.
little bit about what's
Yeah,
going on.
I did bring things today.
Yeah.
So the theme today is sled dogs and mushing.
Yes.
Because we have special guests to our library next week, Tuesday, February 11th at the
Yes.
Eagle Public Library. We have Karen and her dog Noggin. So you
Love
get to
it.
meet some Iditarod athletes.
Wow.
And they're coming just to kind of give you an overview of what the Iditarod is, what it
Yes.
takes to run that race. And it begins at 6 at the Eagle Public Library. So we have resources to learn all about the Iditarod as well as sled dogs.
I love that because not only do you get to come meet Noggin
Yes.
and Karen, you know, who have personal experience with this, but then you've got all sorts of books that you can read beforehand or afterwards.
Exactly, if you
to-
get
To
inspired.
learn all about it. Exactly,
Yep.
if you get
Yep.
inspired. Tell us a little, what is the Iditarod for people who don't know? Tell us a little bit about that
Yes.
and this whole dog sledding
This whole
world.
dog's, well, I'm not in it. So my information comes from obviously
Yes,
reading.
yes.
There's a great book over here that Gary Paulson wrote about dog sledding. And I think I was introduced to dog sledding as a little girl because they used to televise the Iditarod. And then, of course, Gary Paulson with Dog Song. And then I read his adult novel about getting into sled dogs,
Yes.
which is so funny because it's not easy. It's hard.
Oh, I can
and,
imagine.
And there's there's one point where he's getting drug in his sled, and you're
Yes.
just like, oh my gosh, that seems so terrible. So it came from a run there in Anchorage. Was it Anchorage? Nome, Alaska. Sorry,
Mhm.
Nome, Alaska.
Mhm.
They had an outbreak of diphtheria, and so this is back in the day. And so the nearest vaccine was 500 miles away. So they all went out on the mushroom dog sleds to go retrieve this vaccine.
Right.
And what they did was they ran a relay because 500 miles is
That's a lot.
a rather
That's quite a distance.
for the dog sleds, and so they did a relay, and then at the very end, the lead dog that was pulling and the sled with the vaccine was Balto, and so Balto got super famous, and there's a statue.
Yes.
So Balto is a very famous dog, and everyone started falling in love with dog sledding, and they came up with this race called the Iditarod, which is like the run. It's not the exact same run,
Yes.
but again, we have athletes out there in extreme elements running this huge race.
Yeah, we've got ice, we've got snow, we've got all of it.
We got the elements, and they're out there just cruising along, and it's dangerous, but it's very cool, and just the athleticism that goes into it, the preparation, and what it takes to have a team of dogs and take care of a team of dogs and have them get you to a destination. It's really neat.
And I know that you mentioned some of these books also kind of highlight, you know, all the care that, as you mentioned, that goes into taking care of the sled dogs, because at the end of the day, they are the athletes. They are the ones that are you know, doing all the work. So it's important that they're well taken care of and that they're ready to go.
Exactly. So this one over here is 4,000 Paws.
Yeah.
And then I also brought another one that talks about how soldiers, our military, have used sled dogs. So sled dogs have been, we've partnered with dogs for a really long time. And so this is an opportunity to meet Noggin, meet someone who's done the Iditarod. And then if you're interested in maybe this experience, we have our adult winter reading challenge.
Right.
And so if, have you done it?
No.
No.
I should.
You have a
We've
month.
got a couple weeks.
You
Yeah,
have
we
a month.
have a couple weeks.
To knock out that adult reading challenge.
On that bingo card.
Yep, exactly. And then you enter to win an experience with the Mountain Mushers. They generously donated a dog sled ride for the winner of the drawing.
Yeah. I love that because it gives you a little bit of incentive, you know, to
Right.
complete all these challenges, go through that bingo card, which you can pick up at any of the libraries. We've got about a month left on
got
the
a month
Winter
left,
Reading
yeah,
Challenge, so
yeah.
plenty of time to knock some of these out, and then you might be the lucky winner or winners, because there's going to be a few winners.
Yep. So we have the Mountain Mushers again generously donated this
Yes.
prize, and so then if you're in, so if you come and you meet Noggin, or if you didn't get a chance to meet Noggin, you can still go. You still get that opportunity to win an a chance with Mountain Mushers.
Okay.
And so again, they donated this prize, and so if you're into sled dogs or you just want the experience, this is an opportunity to try to win one.
Opportunity, yeah. Who doesn't want to go have some fun outdoors? It'll be free. You'll
free.
get to, bring another person with you
Yes.
and get this experience that not a lot of us have got. I've never been dog sledding, so
I haven't either. Just vicariously through books.
Exactly, through the books, which is nice. Books have that power of transporting us places and all sorts of things. So I love that, all of this is kind of connected to learning about dog sleds or sled dogs.
Yep.
And this event that you're hosting on Tuesday.
Yeah. So swing on in if you're interested in learning more, or you
Yes.
just want to meet Karen and Noggin, or you just want to see an athlete, or you want to hear about their experience, or you want to gain an opportunity to get that experience. The library is where it's at.
The library is where it's at all the time. Lots of things always happening. So definitely check them out. Tuesday, February 11th is when this Mush with Noggin event is happening at 6 to 7:30 p.m. and that's at the Eagle Library.
Yeah.
So check it out. Don't miss it out. And come check out some of these books, DVDs, all sorts of resources available for you to learn about this incredible sport, this Iditarod race, and anything else you can think of. It's probably at the library.
Oh yeah, we try to have it all, and if we don't, let us know, because we're happy to help and we want to get it for you.
Awesome. Tegan, quickly remind us, how can people get a library card, check out these books, and start getting involved?
So they can come to our branches, Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum. You can also get a library card online. So when you do come in to get a library card to check out physical items, we just need a photo ID.
Cool.
It can be a ski pass, it could be a driver's license, just anything that have your photo on it. And then you can check out all these materials.
Awesome.
And we are available at evld.org is our website. So even if you can't come in, we still have digital resources. So ebooks and audiobooks.
Ebooks, audiobooks, physical
Magazines.
books, whatever you prefer, through the Eagle Valley Library District. And we look forward to hearing more about maybe the winners of the Winter Reading Challenge and all about that experience. So looking forward to that. Tegan, thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday again to you, and have a great weekend.
You too.
We're going to take a short break, everyone. We'll be back with more of the show. Make sure you visit evld.org for more information on everything happening at the Eagle Valley Library District. We'll be back.
Good morning, Vail.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
From small towns to big cities and everywhere in between, we're covering the great things that are happening right now in the USA. This is Positively America with Ernie Anastas.
Each week, we're going to focus on the great things that are happening every day in the USA. We'll feature change makers.
In every older person, there's a younger person saying, how did this happen?
Innovators.
I talk about design the way some people might talk about like the person they're in love with.
Doers and dreamers.
You can use that recognition
to pay it forward.
Ordinary Americans accomplishing extraordinary things.
When you smile, you receive one back most of the time.
We're going to prove to you that optimism and hope are paving the way to an even brighter tomorrow.
We've got a lot of programs that are specifically focused on the children of our fallen heroes.
At Positively America, our mission is to feature good news.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Each week on The Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss The Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Good morning, Vail.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the end of our Friday edition of Good Morning Vail. Let's take one last look at that local weather forecast for this morning. The high will be 48 degrees at 8 a.m. We were looking at those 38s earlier this morning. Partly cloudy skies, 15 to 25 miles per hour on those winds for the rest of today. As we look at those hourly conditions, 8 a.m. as we mentioned, 38 degrees, sticking at around the high 40s for the rest of the day, and then dropping to 42 degrees this afternoon. Now, as we look at the temperatures over the I-70 corridors, 54 and 50 in Avon, 48 in Vail. Our friends in Denver looking at 65 degrees for today. Tonight, we do have some snow, 90% chance of some snow with a low of 28. Sunset coming in at 5:33 p.m. And as we look at that extended forecast, hopefully we'll be waking up to some snow tomorrow with that 60% chance of scatter snow continuing through the weekend, and then looking at Sunday with that 20% chance again. Great opportunities to get on out there and enjoy this weekend with some fresh new snow that will likely continue through the rest of the week, and even looking into next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, with some snow. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday edition of Good Morning Vail. Make sure you tune in back in here tomorrow at 8 a.m. with lots more happening on Good Morning Vail. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all.